I love shadow boxes, especially like this, because they contain memorabilia of things that are like really important to somebody special. Yes, my BFF Steve. Now, look, you know what? Most of us make shadow boxes, you know, that show off, you know, family vacations and trinkets. But this shadow box shows off my friend Steve's career and his experiences with bands. So I was like, Steve, this is so cool. Let's show everybody how to make a shadow box. So here's what I started with. Something like this. Now, you can buy a shadow box at pretty much any craft store, but what you want to look for is something that opens up from the back, like this one here, because you want to be able to take it apart and put all of your memorabilia on top of the plate that you take out. So let me show you how this will work, because it's kind of a challenge depending on what you're working with. In this case, we're working with rock and roll memorabilia. We're working with backstage passes, guitar picks, the kind of laminated passes you hang around your neck. You can include things like drumsticks or, you know, anything else that you have. Now, think about the theme and then think about any other elements that you can pull into it. So with this particular project, we have all of our elements here. Now, I wanted a background for this particular project, and I'm going to use this right here, some red velvet. Because, you know, Steve's a guy, and this is going to be hanging up in his house, and this is what works for him, okay? So a little red velvet, crushed red velvet, is going to be the background. And what I did, oh, let me show you the other elements really quick that you might want to use. You're going to need some scissors, and believe it or not, I'm using this large, what do you call this, bubble wrap? The big bubble wrap, because this is going to help pop things out from the shadow box because we have the room. I'm using some black cardstock because I have to take some of the passes. They're just fabric and they're kind of flimsy, and I have to reinforce them. So I'm using black cardstock for that, and then some glues and things like that. Anything I can use to give it dimension. Okay, so here's the first thing I did. I had to lay out the fabric. Once I took the backing off the picture frame, laid out the fabric, and I used glue dots, these are called zots, to adhere the fabric. Because if I don't do that, when I stand the frame up, then everything's going to go bleh, just like that. And, you know, obviously we don't want that. So I use zots to secure all of my elements so that when I did stand the frame up, everything didn't droop. The other thing I did was add some of the bubble wrap underneath the fabric, because I want the fabric to be raised up in certain areas. So you kind of have to decide where you want everything to go before you really glue it in place. So here I've kind of added a few of the passes. Here, look at this. This is where I reinforced the pass, and then I added already some of the bubble wrap because I want this to really pop out. So I might put that there, and do you see how it's going to, once I glue it down, it's going to be raised up a little bit. I have another one here. Again, I reinforced the back with some of the cardstock, and I might lay that over here. I'm just kind of placing things for right now. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. Now, why do I have this gaping hole in the center? Because that's going to be my focal point, and that's going to be the centerpiece, and that's going to be where the name of his company goes right into the center to be kind of the focal piece of the point of the picture. I'm going to move a couple of these in. And this is the whole idea. When you place everything, you kind of lay it out, and it gives you a good idea of where you want things to go before you glue them down. So you know what? I think that's looking pretty good. What do you think, Steve?
I love it.
Can I get a big thumbs up?
Yeah.
No, in front of the camera. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure the pieces underneath the fabric first. First of all, I'm going to secure the fabric. And I like these folds. I like that as part of my piece. And I'm going to go ahead and secure these pieces right here. Oh! Okay. Okay, just like that. Okay. I think I got it. Okay, now comes the true test to see if everything fits inside where it's supposed to. And if you think about it, you can put just about anything in here. You can put some photographs of your favorite band, or whatever else, kind of memorabilia that you've been able to accumulate throughout the years. And I just pop that underneath there, just like that. Hold it up, make sure nothing falls. Beautiful. Ah, check it out, you guys. A rock star shadow box full of all kinds of memorabilia from concerts gone by. And of course, many more to come. So I had to make sure that I had another frame just like this to continue the process. But what a great idea, especially for a guy's room or the garage or his bedroom. Or, oh, Steve, come here. Come here. Let me see that face. Look at this. Look at this face, you guys. Look. I know. You love it? I know. You are a rock star. All right, there you go. Now you know how to be your own rock star.